Right folks, right, let's get cracking on this winter scene. So starting off with the lighter colours, bit of raw sienna, just brushing that in. Straight away I can tell I've forgotten to wet the paper before I started. I'm just going to do that now with the raw sienna on the brush. Let's take a little bit of crimson, not too much, because otherwise it'll all start coming down the paper. Just push a little bit of that down below. A little bit of ultramarine. I'll brush that in from this side. A little bit more. And then I'm going to mix all three together and I'm going to print some distant hills. And because they're sort of very leaning towards the blue colour, that'll help push them right back into the distance. A few dips and dabs. Right, now in front of them I'm going to add a bit of Payne's Grey. I'm sticking the same colours, I haven't bothered cleaning the brush. So I'm going quite dark. Now we can have some trees. Going in front of that hill, and they're sort of going something like that. In front of them, a few dips and dabs there. And the brush, bit of land sticking out between the snow. And then over on this side, you can also have, in fact, before I go in, no, let's do it now. So these can be like hedges, straighten them a little bit. You can have a hedge coming down here like that. I'll push that a little bit darker because that's where I'm going to put the building, like a little farmhouse or something. And I'm going to use this little plastic card. I'm just going to scrape it in like that. Just coming down something like so. Let's have a bigger one next to it. So another building there. Just pick up a few posts and things. Little chimney on there. Let's have a bigger building. And go with the telegraph poles as well. Oh, that was a little bit too strong, but I'm going to avoid it too much. Also a few things scraped in, don't know what they are, could be anything. Go over, just put your finger over them if you don't like them. That one turned out a bit rubbish. Got a bit crazy with the telegraph poles, but not to worry. Now I use a little brush, and this is just going to be like a few little posts and things just scattered about the place. Back to the big brush. I'm coming forward. Got a bigger hedge now. I'm cutting this one straight away, straight across. If I use a little, what shall I use? This little brush here. This can be like a gaze. Yeah. Another one there. Put that away. I'm making marks I don't need to make. I want a little man somewhere. Let's pop him in now, I think. Try and get the scale right. I haven't bothered drying the paper, so I'm being careful not to touch that paint. There's the little man with a little dog in front of him. They're on some kind of path there, it's leading. Let's give us a bit of red, let's give him a red coat. Just mix it up a little bit, give him like a little red coat. Back to this big brush. A few of the colours, but plenty of blue, leaning towards lots of blue. This actually, before I do that, let's pop a tree in. I think I want a tree, something like that, just there. Should have another one. I'm just going to have something small just there, nothing too big. I've already gone bigger than I wanted to. I'm just going by just some sort of rule of three. That seems to look better in threes. But let's make that one a little bit smaller. Put that away so I don't faff around with it. Let's pull some shadows from this hedge. Big shadow here in the foreground, and then a few things faffing around down there. A few shadows across there. Give that a quick dry. Some birds. Where should we stick the birds? I reckon one up here. Only small. I'm just going to sign that one and stop fiddling with it. Let's have a closer look and see what it looks like close up. So here's our finished painting. So a little bit different to the ones I've done recently. This one's I've tried to keep it as fresh as possible and use the minimum of brush strokes, which is something I used to do a lot, and then I stopped doing it. I started doing a lot of faffing around. But this time, I quite like how this one turned out. You can just see there's just a subtle changes from crimson to blue. And then same sky colours to put in that the distant hills there. And then in front of those, started putting these trees in, using the same colours as the sky, but just subtle variations between the sort of raw sienna, the crimsons, the blues, the darks. Here you can see where I've scraped in the buildings using a corner of a plastic card. Our little man there and his dog walking up the hill. And then we got this hedge in the foreground, a few shadows cast off it, a few trees with the sword liner brush. Got our little gate there. And then just the snow in the foreground then. So just a very fast and loose winter landscape. Anyone can do it with practice, nothing difficult about it. So if you're watching on YouTube, please do join me at patreon.com/Stephen Cronin. If you're watching on Patreon, many thanks as always for your support and best wishes, very much appreciated. Remember to post your own paintings in the gallery so we can all see what you're up to. Until next time, if you've got any questions, please ask. Keep practicing, and I'll see you again soon.